Hi, how are you? I hope you all enjoying your life with your family, friends, and colleagues. Again, the series of NEBOSH IGC exam. So hopefully you watched my last videos. So today we are discussing how to write the NEBOSH IGC 1 and 2 exam paper. So if you're not, because in previous video we discussed in well detail about many things for NEBOSH IGC. So if you not watched yet, I recommend you to watch these video 1, 2, 3, so you can understand what's happening and how we can write the answers. If you not watch, I place the link in the description so you can directly watch these videos. So now here we discuss about how to write the NEBOSH IGC 1 and 2 exam paper. Writing the NEBOSH IGC 1 and 2 exam paper effectively requires a combination of understanding the exam structure, mastering commands words, managing time, and presenting your answer clearly. Here's a detailed guide on how to approach each paper. So in previous videos, we discussed already about the command words, how you understand the commands, how you write the command words. Also, we learn many things. So today we are learning about the exam paper. So NEBOSH IGC 1, Management of Health and Safety, understanding the exam structure. So first, very important, you have to understand what is exam structure. So format, typically the exam consists of 11 questions, 1 longer answer question, 20 marks, and 10 short answer questions. But now as exam is changed, this is now online exam and most answer questions coming from the scenario. So it bit to change. So all question is important and the number question in front of all questions, the numbers available there, so you can see the number and accordingly you can write the answer. So content, the question cover a range of topic from the health and safety management system, legal framework, risk assessments, incident investigation, and performance monitoring. So answering the long question, 20 marks. So marks they're all on the question sheet. All the marks is available. So please focus on that and write accordingly. So time allocation, spend around 30 to 35 minutes on the question, which is for 10-20 marks. Structure, introduction, briefly introduce the topic, define key terms or state purpose of the answer. Main body, break down your answer into logically sections, use subheading if appropriate, address each part of the question in detail, support your points with the relevant example. So make sure you step down in points. Your answer should be a point. So in the NEBOSH exam, 1 point, your 1 point can give you a 1 mark. So when you're writing, put in your mind, all you make your answers in each line mark. Okay, so this each line can give you a 1 point. Each point give you a 1 number. So so step down your answer into the points. So calculation, summarize the key points or suggest course of actions. So show how theoretically knowledge applies the real world scenario. Mention relevant legislation, best practices or industry standards. Answering short questions. So time allocation, spend around 8 to 10 minutes as per questions and structure. Start with the brief statement that directly address the question. Focus on 2 to 3 key points. Each point should be clearly stated and briefly elaborated. So example, the question 8 number question, you make sure you minimum make 8 points. So when you make 8 points, there are more chances you get more marks. So conclusion, wrap up with the conducting sentence or summarize your points. Keep your answers concise and directly related to the question. Avoid unnecessary details. Always keep in your mind scenario. Always focus on scenario. Always your each question, each point must be something from scenario. What the scenario you receive, what the scenario in your question on online exam, make sure your all questions, your all points something from the scenario. So time management, total time you have, I think now in 48 hours you have to write the exam. So 24 to 8 hours, so 24 hours to 48 hours. So make sure you plan well, spend a few minutes reading all question before starting, prioritize question you feel most confident about it. Review, leave a few minutes at the end, so review your answer for any mistake or missed point. Write legibly, so examiner can read properly. Use bullet points or normal lists for clarity. Heading, use heading or subheading to structure your answer, especially for the long questions. Use clear and concise language. Avoid jargons unless it's relevant and well understand in the context. So make sure it's relevant with your scenario. The risk assessment, NEBOSH IGC 2 risk assessment, understand the exam structure. IGC2 focus on the practical application of risk assessment. It typically involves a scenario-based question. You have identify hazard, assess risk, and recommended control measures. So the exam assess your ability to apply risk assessment principles in the workplace context, considering different type of hazards. So identify hazard and risk. List all potential hazards related in the scenario. Use the identify command word to provide brief list without explanation. For each hazard, assess the risk by considering the likelihood of harm and its severity. Use terms like high, medium, or low categories risk. So recommended control measure, hierarchy of control, always in your mind hierarchy of controls. So hierarchy of control, you are well aware about it. Start from elimination, substitution, substitution, administrative controls, PP. So hierarchy of control always in your mind. So all 5 controls. So when you answer anything, so elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and PPs always in your mind. So this is hierarchy of control. So elimination, substitution, engineering controls, and administrative controls, and PPs. So practicality and relevance, ensure that controls measures you are recommended are practical and relevant to the scenario. Explain how they reduce the risk. Structure your answer systematically. Use systematic approach. Identify hazard, assess the risk, recommend the control. Maintain a constant structure for each hazard, risk, and ensure clarity and logically flow. Time management, you have I think from 24 to 48 hours. So plan accordingly. Spend a few minutes, start to understand the scenario and planning your approach. Make sure your scenario always focus on scenario. Review, allocate the time at the end of the review your answer and before, so you will check accuracy of your answers. Use a bullet point for listening hazards, risk, and control measures. Organize your answer under clear headings. Use precise and professional language. Avoid ambiguity. General tips, understanding command words. Command words already I'm in my previous video. There are all command words I gather. So you can check this video. Ensure you know which each command word describe, explain, outline, requires answer accordingly. I also give examples there for the answers, so you can check that video. Hopefully it's helpful for you. Examples and case studies. Use example. Our case studies were appropriate to demonstrate your understanding. Practice past paper, familiarize yourself with the tips of questions by practicing best paper. This helps with the management and understanding the examiner expectation. By following these studies, you can approach the NEBOSH IGC 1 and 2 with confidence and maximize your chances of success. So this is all about this thing. So we will go in next video about the what is NEBOSH exam passing hacks. Stay tuned.